Hey everybody! If you ever see me wearing a fascinator, you know what time it is. It's time for the expansion to Obsession. This is the characters expansion. You already saw it in the thumbnail. I'm so excited. So it's just always such a wonderful time when I bring out Obsession. And I want to talk about the features of the expansion, the things that are really, really working, and the major update or component to this particular upgrade. Now, one of the things that you'll like is that it fits into your box with a little bit of lift. Honestly, there's so many rules now that it just has so much lift. But this is a fantastic component. It puts all of your character stuff, this is characters expansion, in this little box that goes right in with everything else. So I love the little boxes inside of boxes that fit so that everything nestles and you pack everything into your original game box. This is really, really thoughtful. I love this. So that aside, let's talk about what is actually inside the box. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is that there is a cooperative experience now with the Sneed family. Let me show you these Sneeds. Oh my gosh. They are crazy. Here's the Sneed. Here's Oliver. Oliver, Sneed, petty and known to be cruel to animals. Oh, what a nasty man. Look at him. He doesn't even smile. And you'll know the Sneed family because of the raven symbol. So here he is, the little stinker. How about this? Here's Mama Sneed. Ooh-wee, look at her. Cosima, the savage Cosima, trapped in a loveless marriage to a man 25 years her senior, lives only for her son. Come on, look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at that. Here is, yes, Enoch Sneed. 15 brutal years in a London orphanage hardened him, who's now a ruthless tycoon. They're so angry. Okay. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, here's Sister. Sister, this is the impoverished spinster sister of Cosima's becoming intimate of Dowager Countess Claire. Look at the little... negatives. Okay, here's the last one. This is Atticus. Atticus, the eldest roomage, lives abroad, returning annually to visit his sisters and Cosima's money. What a little stinker. Look at that wild hair. Look at this guy. These are the Sneeds. These are the Sneeds. I'm so excited. So this is our 3 family members right here. You got the little ravens, and then you've got these little hangers on. These people just suck up all the wealth, all the investments. So exciting. So that's going to be the family that you and your fellow players are teaming up against in the cooperative version. So you've got their family board, you've got their gentry cards, you've got their fiery sermon cards, your impropriety dice, and your scandal markers. So the Sneed family is going to essentially play as a character, an AI character that you operate in turn order, and everybody else is going to play together, but in turn order as an individual player. And at the end of the game, you are going to essentially score like this. So you are going to play your team score, average what your scores are together, and they're going to total their improvement tiles, their gentry cards. For objectives, they have 2 starting objectives and they never get more. And you're going to essentially pick your 3 best objectives across all players. Then you're going to do your total reputation, total VP for money, service, VP cards. Same thing here with average, but this reputation, this is fascinating. This is designer's note. Using the player's lowest reputation score prevents any one player from trashing their reputation to provide extra resources to their allies, because in the cooperative version, you get to essentially assist. You can offer help. This is the assisting allies. So you can share money, you can borrow family or starter guests, and you can share servants. And so this allows players to offer assistance to their fellow players when they need it. So I will say that the Sneed family essentially they just get to do things, and the way you hurt them the most is by essentially rolling on the impropriety dice, and then this one rolls, the big one rolls for the building tile that they get, And in this red die, the D6 allows you to roll on the impropriety chart. And that's really, really fun. So there are some great things that the Sneed family provides. They are stiff competition. Stiff, stiff, stiff. They are so hard to beat. But if you want to play Obsession and not worry about trying to beat your opponent and working with them, your player, real life player, against another opponent, it can't get any better than this incredibly challenging Sneed family opportunity, I will say. There's some cool tiles you get with this particular expansion as well. You get Pony and Trap and Business Room. This is an impromptu visit, and this is an investment. Oh, they get the business room. I apologize. And then there's the West Terrace upgrade, essentially. This is going to be the change. So one of the players is going to get a Pony and Trap, and the other one is going to receive one of the service tiles, and then they're going to get this business room. So those are going to be some of the new tiles that are part of it. Other components in the expansion that are not necessarily connected to the cooperative version, but you also get are the distinguished family members. I think the distinguished family members are dynamite. So I'm going to use the Cavendish family as an example. You've essentially got the Cavendish family. Here is the Earl. And gosh, which one's the wife and which one's the lady? Which one's the daughter? I can't tell. They both look about the same age. Maybe that's the daughter. Maybe that's the mom. And then here's the Viscount. Maybe they're all just, none of them are children. I'm not sure what the Cavendishes are up to. But these are going to be the Cavendish family members. You can see this. And then what they've done is they have added each of those characters again, but then they make them better. So I'm going to show you their counterparts. And you'll always know it's the cooperative expansion because the C is in the corner. Don't worry about the C up there. I just accidentally grabbed Cavendish as the family. But here is this guy, and this is an upgraded member. So he collects rent. He's got a prosperous estate. So the upgraded card, the distinguished family member, is 300 versus 200. And it goes the same for all of these. So here is the fancy lady versus the non-fancy lady. And this is one of the new features to the game. It allows you to take a card from your played pile, family member only, and put them back into your hand. So it's got the same deal down here, but it gives you more prestige when you play with this distinguished family member versus the other. And then you've got here the same thing over here. And this one gives you either or, but she allows you to essentially work with servants. It says here, one personal servant is not required for one guest attending with the lady. This is a dynamite new ability. I saw it in play with my cooperative play, and it was just so, so good. So good. And then lastly, we've got this guy. You get to choose a favor. And it says here, it's better this one or this one. And you can either have 200 versus 100 or 2 versus 1. Fantastic. So these distinguished family members in a 2-player game, for example, you get to exchange 2 of your 4 people with the new cool people. So distinguished family members, one of the coolest things. I love it. I love them so much. You have new objectives, and you essentially take the entire objective deck that they give you in the expansion, and it's this one. You replace all the future past objectives that you had with this one. This is it. You get all, it has everything in it. So you've got your new objectives, you've got new gentry, and when you look at your new gentry, it's going to have the C in the corner, and that's going to be the new people. So you have like the normals, which are 1 floor, and then you're going to have these fancy people that are the 2 floors. Those are going to be your new gentry. I already talked about the new tiles. There's a new solo opponent. There's also going to be characters. So let me talk about the characters. You have a character sideboard player aid. This is going to be inviting a character to your play. When you pass, you may place a footman on a character's space. There's another board to move them to your family board. During your next turn, enjoy their favors, then return them to their space and place your footman in expended service. So you can enjoy the visit from Reverend Grantley Constable Bucket, Eccentric Dowager, and even Higby. Higby is going to give you second chance domestics, going to essentially provide you with another opportunity to grab one of 3 servants, and there's going to be 1 in this pile for every single player in the game. So if you've got 2 people, you're going to put 2 of each of these here into your second chance servants. Reverend Grantley goes up here, so let's get him. He's got his little figure, so you can do that. You'll put your footman down here. Eccentric Dowager has the super cool little transportable bus. And then Constable Bucket is this blue figure down here. And this is going to be the board that you play with, essentially, so that you can take those you can take the little figures and you can put them in your space. So Reverend Grantley is a dispenser of sage advice.
Reverend Grantley here, my child.
He can help you switch your objective cards during the game, but requires a donation to the church, of course.
May God be with you.
Constable Bucket is a fair hand at running off all manner of unsavory guests.
Or you can count on my Constable Bucket to get rid of those ne'er-do-wells.
And he gives you a way to ignore the negative favors on guests and dismiss any number of bad local guests for the cost of a little reputation. So for those cads, right, the negative reputation, for the industrialists like Priscilla, like the curmudgeons here, right, with the negative ability. We've got the Horatio, he is a scoundrel. Miss Elizabeth Jones is an adventuress. She's got a negative reputation. We've got a pauper here. Look at this pauper. Oh boy. Is he a sir? Yes, he's a sir. And of course the gossips, right? We've got Miss Beatrice. Any of these cards that have those negatives in the corner, that is going to be Constable Bucket's specialty.
Good for nothings.
The Eccentric Dowager will connect you with a Prussian major, Swedish noble, a Russian count as quick as a wink.
Oh, come here. Have you met my friends?
So here are some of the exiles that come in with this game. You've got this guy, you've got this other guy, the mayor and count. And then we've got our 2 ladies here. We've got Lady Sophie. And then we have Agatha Baroness. Whoa, oh, exiles. They have expensive taste but can provide major benefits like attracting prestigious guests.
Oh, you will like them.
And then, as shown before on the board, you've got Mr. Higby, who can find domestic help in a pinch.
Mr. Higby at your service.
So with all of this new stuff in the game, you can add what you want, combine it with everything that you've gotten before, with any kind of expansion, and of course, the big feature of this game is the new cooperative play against the nasty Sneeds. And I think with everything in this, you've got to get the characters. If you already have the base game obsession, if you have everything else too, get it as well. This is just part of my game now. I love the new features. I love the new opportunity to gain when you pass, to place out one of your guys, your footmen, and to gain one of these figures to then use them the next turn. So cool, so clever, fantastic feature. I love it. And then of course with the distinguished family members, yes, yes, and yes. I think there's so much to like here. So much to like here. So that's going to be it for me. That's what's in the box. That's what you get. And boy, are you going to have fun. You're going to have to get all dolled up so you can play Obsession. This is just the way I live now. No, I just really like Obsession. I mean, I'm obsessed with it. And again, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I go just full bore. I go all in. This is just a delightful game. It's so thematic and tons and tons of fun, and I just love how it's grown over the years. I will say there is another catalog that comes with this, and it's essentially the variant catalog that's got a cat in some steampunk glasses. I just can't get enough of it. And this variant catalog essentially has every variant that the game has provided that allows players to have some fun, to have some flexibility, to have something that just gives your game a different taste or a different flair. They are fun. They are just different. And so you play essentially the same game, but with these variants that just give you something else to play with. It gives that variety. It gives the flexibility in play. Really cool that you have all three of these booklets, essentially. That's why my box can't close anymore. I've got the variant catalog, the cooperative play, and then I've got the characters' explanation. So a lot of stapled books in here, but well worth your investment. Dynamite. Can't wait to get this back out on the table. I love me some Obsession. All right, everybody. Bye. References?